Well, we decided we drive too much, guys. That's how I'm going to start this video off. So, in today's video, I want to show you guys something pretty cool off the bat. It's a big upgrade for the channel, for the RV, for our lifestyle. Kind of put this one, the cart before the horse a little bit, but I got a really good deal on it on Amazon, on Facebook Marketplace, so didn't want to pass it up and miss the opportunity. And then down the line, I'd have to pay more for the same thing. So, without further ado, I want you guys to say hello to our 2020 steel tow dolly. This is a single axle, 3,500 pound axle, sealed hubs, easy lube hubs, tow dolly that we are going to be putting on the back of the RV, and eventually we're going to be getting a tow car. So I was going back and forth on, do I want a flat tow, do I want to put it up on a dolly? And the truth of the matter is, a couple of things actually pushed me towards a tow dolly. One, it's much cheaper. A flat tow setup is anywhere between $2,500 and $3,000 in my, with all the reviews I did and research. So between buying all the parts, having somebody install it, all the electronics you have to do, and I just didn't want to deal with all that. So this is, they retail brand new for $2,000 plus tax, and I ended up paying $1,000 from this guy. He originally wanted $1,300. I threw him an offer. I didn't think he would bite, honestly, but he was asking $1,300. I offered him $1,000, and he's like, you know what? He's like, I'll take it. He's like, I'm so sick of these scammers on Facebook, which there are a ton of them. They're everywhere. Anytime you put up something new on Facebook Marketplace, you instantly get like 2 or 3 scammers telling you to call them or send them a code or some stupid. So I completely, feel his pain and his frustration. So he was like, yeah, if you want to come get it for $1,000, you can come get it. And Sam and I ran over and grabbed it. So I'll give you guys a quick little tour. This is a swivel deck up here. So this will kind of swivel a little bit as the car is going down the road while we're making a turn or something like that. Nice LED lights. These are super bright, and they'll work pretty well to keep us seen, especially in the evening time. I like these. These are marker lights. Now, this is not wider than the RV, which is great, because I was kind of worried about, having to worry about staying in the lane with the RV, but if this is wider, but this sits in between. It's not wider than the RV, so it's great. Plus, the backup camera that we have is at a perfect angle. Actually, I'll probably tilt it out a little bit more, but I can see the entire tow dolly. And if I bring the camera out a little bit more, I can probably see the whole car, the tow dolly and everything all in that shot. So I'll be able to keep an eye on, everything, make sure everything's still secure. Of course, now and then we'll stop and I'll check straps and stuff, but that's just a really good safety feature to have. So this has surge brakes. Battery is built in right there. Nice breakaway cable. I checked all the chains when I bought it, so they are good to go. Let's see, safety chains. These hook up to the car itself. So there's 2 of them. I just locked them together for right now, just for quick transportation. And then these are the tie downs. So with this one, it uses a 1 1/8 ratchet, the round end, and you just put it on it and you'll tighten it down with that. And that's how you'll tighten the straps around the tires. Also, I looked around when I first bought it. I mean, these look identical to travel trailer wheels. That's how they come. But they are in great shape. No cracking, nothing. And there's plenty of tread on them. This guy only used this trailer for 1 round trip. So he went from Florida to New York and back. He said he put maybe less than 2,000 miles on it. So 2020 model with less than 2,000 miles, I mean, killer deal for $1,000. I could probably throw this on Marketplace and flip it if I really wanted to, but of course we're going to keep it and use it. But it does have a couple little rust spots. This one is probably the worst, but it's not all the way through or anything like that. It's still completely solid. A couple little rust spots right here. It's like this is more surface rust. But I could always sand this down, make it nice and smooth, and then repaint it if it really bothered me that much. Same thing with this. I can get some kind of blue that'll match if I really wanted to. But I don't think it's going to bother me that much. These have 3,500 pound axles, so that means I can put the front end of a car can't weigh more than 3,500 pounds. However, our RV over here has a 3,500 pound tow max. Supposedly. I don't know. You know, all these websites are conflicting. That one will tell you the other one thing, one will tell you another thing, but I'm going to go with the lowest rating that I found at 3,500 pounds. So we're going to be looking for a small SUV or a small car. I'm not exactly sure yet, but that is the plan. Something preferably 4-cylinder, that way we can get the best economy on gas. And yeah, I'm super excited about it, guys. This is going to be a game changer for us because, you know, we'll be able to park at Thousand Trails or other campgrounds or harvest hosts, you know, for a long time, be able to have somewhere safe for the RV and the dogs, and we'll be able to just jump in the car. We don't have to worry about the weather if it's raining. Plus, Sam has an issue a little bit with the bike, with her back. It really bothers her, so especially on longer trips. So this is gonna make her a lot more comfortable driving around, and yeah, and like I said, the weather thing is huge too, because we'll have air conditioning, heat, whatever we need.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
So Sam is working on curls now. She bought new curling curls.
I got it off of TikTok.
I don't know what they're called.
You put it on the top of your head and like it comes down like this, and then you like wrap your hair around it, and you could either keep it in for 3 hours or sleep with it overnight. And I did the overnight, but it was very uncomfortable sleeping, so I think I'm just gonna keep it in for 3 hours. Like I'll do it like in the morning. It has to be damp hair. So I think I'm just gonna do it like in the morning, just keep it in and for 3 hours and then take it out.
Yeah, that's Curly Sue over there. We got this bird feeder a while back, and it's been sitting here, and for the longest time, no birds ate anything out of it. But now look at it. It is at least 3/4 empty. A couple of it's on the ground. It seems like they go over, they knock it out, and then they go down to the floor and eat it. But we'll have to refill that.
Oh, yeah.
But Sam's very excited about her bird feeder. So we got some garbage from the RV that we're gonna burn. I got the box for the hitch. And I don't know, we're gonna be leaving here soon, guys, for New Jersey. I booked a car rental because I don't think I'm gonna be able to buy a car before we leave.
We don't want to rush.
Yeah, I don't want to rush and have to buy like a hoopty or something. So we rented a car for a month. I made the reservation already through Turo. If you guys haven't used Turo, this will be our second time using it. It is a fantastic app. It is so much more simpler than using like Enterprise or any of that. There's so many less restrictions, and it's usually quite a bit cheaper. So just something to keep in mind. But so we rented all that. We have our reservations booked for the month in Jersey. We're gonna be hanging out there for a while. We'll have the car so we can drive around, show you guys a whole bunch of places. You know, Sam and I grew up in New York, and we used to hang out a lot in Jersey, so we know quite a few places that we can bring you guys. So I'm pretty excited about that. Good evening, guys. Just took a little nap. You know, the older you get, you just start to take naps. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna have a fire tonight. I like to take advantage of what we're here so we can get a nice roaring fire. We have our little fire pit area over here, and eventually I want to get a nice fire pit or a fire, like a fire ring, and I want to do the one with the little steak rack. I'll pop a picture up. The way you can cook stuff over it, steaks and stuff. It'll be pretty cool. But got the generator on because I'm charging up my house battery right now and some Jackery batteries. Unfortunately, I think my house battery, it's a pretty new battery. It's a 2022 battery from the previous owner. I guess he had just put it in, but I think I messed up and I wore it down one time, just like way too low, under 11 volts, and it's just never recovered from that point on. Even if I fully charge it, it'll just, I don't know, it just doesn't hold the charge very well. So I think in the near future I'm going to have to upgrade to a lithium battery. I'm not sure if I want to go 100 or 200 amp hours. I'd love to go 200 amp hours, just the more amp hours, obviously, the more money you're spending. And I'm just really not ready to set up my solar yet. Plus, everywhere we go, we're plugged in. And the other thing that's slowing me down on solar is the fact that, you know, you can't really run your air conditioning long enough on solar. You'd have to have some massive system, and even then, you still wouldn't be able to run it as much as we like to run it. So it's like, do I spend, you know, $3,000 on solar, or do I just put that money towards, you know, a bigger house battery and some more gas for the generator? Because $3,000 in gas for the generator would last me a long time. So I don't know. And even though, even if I set up solar, I'd still be running that generator for AC, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, we're gonna come over here. This is where my wood pile is. So this whole thing obviously in the black. I don't know if you guys can see. I apologize for the darkness, but got a whole bunch of wood under here, so we're gonna grab some wood and bring it over there and get a fire going.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with
All right, so we got some stuff in. One of the good things about being at the property is we can get packages here, and you know, with our P.O. box, it takes them a whole day or two to process everything. They say they just get so much mail that it takes a minute to sort it all into each P.O. box. So with the property here, as soon as it gets here, obviously we can just grab it. So we're here today. We ordered a whole bunch of things, and this is one of the important things that I got. I wanted to show you guys this in case you live in an RV full-time or a shuttle bus or whatever, and you have a air conditioner. In our case, it's a rooftop air conditioner, but even a wall-mounted air conditioner, you have to change this eventually. So this is our original air filter. This is the one that came with the RV. It is filthy and disgusting. I'm sure we've added quite a bit to it, especially with the dogs. It's a lot of dog hair. So we went ahead and bought these. Well, Samantha ordered them, but notice the shape is a little different. But it does cover, this is the tray that it sits in, and it does cover the entire thing, so I'm just going to trim it up with a scissor. It's not a big deal, and we will have a nice clean air filter ready to go. The reason you want to pay attention to your air filter too is because, one, you'll start getting whistling sounds. That's the part where it sucks air into it. It sucks the hot air out of the RV, and then this part, so this sucks in air, this blows out air, and as well as all these around here. So you want to make sure that this is clean. If it's not clean, you'll start getting whistling sounds. The air conditioner won't be cooling as much, and you'll also notice that you'll start to get condensation drips coming from the air conditioner. So super important. It's these were $20 for 2 of them on Amazon, and they were shipped to us next day. We ordered these yesterday, so they came super quick. And they'll keep your air clean and your air conditioner running at its top performance. Especially with the summer coming, you definitely want to make sure you are good to go. Alright guys, so I zoomed out a little bit just so you could see the difference. So obviously you could see I just cut the ends off and they fit perfectly in there. And this has, let me pull this out. So it has little Velcros that helps the super fluffy, like staticky side. There's 2 different sides, you can see the difference. But you're going to do the fluffy side down, and that's going to grab a little better. Also, if you look at this one, there is a cutout right here. So that is for this little locking pin. So once you put this back up on the air conditioner, this turns and locks it in place so it doesn't come falling down on your little head. So you want to make sure you cut this little hole out, and then we're going to pop it up, and we will be back in business. Mail time! Alright guys, so the camera that I'm currently shooting on is a GoPro Hero 9 Black. It's a $350 camera, I think, and shoots pretty clear, shoots in 4K, but I kind of want to start like upping the video game a little bit here. Not the video games, but the video game. Okay, so I went ahead and bought another camera, but I didn't want to spend $350 on another camera, so because this one's primarily going to be a dash camera, and what I'm going to use it for is primarily for you know, scenery shots, going through the mountains, whatever it is. And then,
because we don't show you guys enough of that.
Right, and then I can add in our commentary if we're talking or whatever while we're sitting in the seats, you know, in the corner or something like that. I don't know, something, you know, just different views and stuff. So what I bought is this. This is an Akaso EK7000 Pro. Now it looks almost identical to a GoPro. The only thing that's different is this one comes with a waterproof case. This one does shoot in 4K. Let's see, 4K 30 frames per second, 20 megapixel photos, has a touch screen, and it also has an app, so you can control everything from the app. You can download all the videos and photos right to your phone, and then it's good for YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, all that good stuff. And then on the bottom it shows you what comes in the box. You get quite a few accessories, unlike the GoPro, where, you know, when you spend $350 on a GoPro, they legit just give you the GoPro. They don't give you a case or anything with it. So this is pretty nice. So keep an eye out on the next maybe video or so for some different stuff, you know. And I also bought a new tripod, because it seems like you guys like the excuse you over here,
I needed a scissor.
like the third person kind of view where I set the GoPro up and then I do something or Sam does something. So I got a new tripod. This is gonna be cool because I can set it up and
we really want to
have hands-free. Yeah, I really want to like up the channel, so just keep an eye out for that. Absolutely. Today I went ahead and I'm just kind of getting you guys up to date because I did a ton today. It's dark out right now. We're parked up at a Cracker Barrel, but today we went ahead and went to Walmart. I picked up a new battery. So I picked up a new battery, and it just wasn't holding a charge anymore. Even if I charged it for the whole night on the generator or at a campground, you know, when you plugged into a campground, it's supposed to charge the battery up. Well, it would charge it up to like not even 1 bar. So we have 3 bars. It'll tell you 10 volts, 11 volts, or 12 volts. Ideally, you never want to go below 11 volts with an AGM battery, lead acid battery, because once you go below that, you just start destroying the battery. So I think one time I did. We just weren't hooked up to anything for a while.
We were using the heater.
Oh yeah, we were using the onboard heat, propane heat. So we ran it down, and it kind of just never came back from that. Also, when I went to swap it out, today we bought an RV marine grade battery. And when I went to swap it out, I found that this guy, and I never checked on this honestly, so this guy actually put a starter battery, a small, like a 550 amp crank starter battery in, and that's what we've been using for house battery apparently. I mean, it's been working for 5 months or so that we've had this RV already, but this battery is way bigger. 107 amp hour lead acid battery, so it should hold quite a bit more of a charge, put out a little bit more power, and be good to go. I was initially going to get a lithium battery. However, I found that if you don't have the specific charger that charges a lithium battery, it'll only charge a lithium battery, like the stock converter charger on a RV. It'll only charge a lithium battery to 80 to 90%. From what I'm hearing on the internet, and that was from multiple sources. So I didn't want to go ahead and spend $350 or more on a lithium battery and not get the full you know, experience out of it. Also, from what I've been told, if you don't charge a lithium battery to 100% now and then, you can actually slowly destroy the battery. So again, I didn't want to spend that much money and just destroy a battery. So this battery that we bought from Walmart was like $100 and a $12 core charge. I already swapped the battery out, so I got the $12 back, and we are good to go now. Battery's on. We are back at 12 volts on the reader over there, and we are back in business. So yeah, just want to get you guys updated on that. But I'm going to put an ending on this video so I can get up for you guys, and I hope you guys are all having a great night, and Sam and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.